Hey, my YouTube peeps. This is like the 5th time now that I've tried doing this video. I'm getting irritated. This is VSG Allison. This is my 23-week post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I had my surgery on September 4th, 2013. My starting weight pre-diet, pre-liquid, pre-op diet, was 252. Good golly. I have said this how many times now? 252.7. Ugh. And 252.7 was my starting weight pre-surgery, and date of surgery weight was 247.6. I came at you guys, last update I made was week 20. I was 184.8. The following week I dropped to 182.3, so I was 0.1 pounds away from having a 70-pound loss. I was super stoked about that. Then last Monday morning I weighed in prior to my, I had the reconstruction surgery last Monday for my breast cancer. Sorry, I'm still in a lot of pain. I'll get to that. I'm having a lot of issues. I jumped to 185.2. I'm going to contribute that to shitty eating all weekend. I had a 75th birthday party for my mother-in-law on Saturday, and crappy eating for Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, a lot of salt. I mean, I ate a ton of olives, and that's probably pretty much about it. But I had a lot of olives. So, anyways, I'm right now. I didn't really weigh in this week. I mean, I did just because they weighed me at the doctor yesterday. But I'm right around 191, 190, something like that. And that's fine. I still have drain tubes. My plastic surgeon requires that the drainage be under 25 cc's in a 24-hour period before she removes the drains, and I'm still producing 30, 40, 50, I don't know, just depends upon the day and which side. So drains did not come out yesterday at day 8 post-op. I was kind of bummed about that because these things suck. I'm having an issue on my right side. I'll try to point this down a little bit. My little bulldog shirt. The tubing comes out underneath my, lower bra line. Is it bra line area? Yeah, I guess it kind of is. But it snakes up and around and comes up and around your chest area. And every time I breathe, I can feel it. It must be hitting a nerve, or it's just in a bad spot. And it's extremely painful. And I told them that yesterday at my follow-up appointment, and she's like, oh, you can actually see the tube. I hadn't even noticed it, but the doctor could see it, and it's just, unfortunately, it's in a bad spot, which made me feel better that there wasn't a problem, because I was afraid that there was a problem. I've had so many issues with these implants and stuff. So, once the swelling and everything goes down, and I'm not draining and have, I call them my extra appendages, hanging off my body, hopefully I will get them out this Friday. Fingers crossed, if they are under 25 cc's. So we'll see. But kind of a lot to talk about. I've been eating to try to make myself feel better. I get in these funks when I have surgery. The breast cancer surgeries, I do tend to get in big time funks. I get really depressed, and which I'd always contributed to being fat. I'm fat. I've got no boobs, or I'm getting expanders or whatever, which pretty much you have no boobs when you first get them because they're not filled. They're filled with like 200 cc's, but when you have no breast tissue and muscle and all that removed from having mastectomies, before I had my last surgery, I was only a D, and I had about 800 cc's, which is a lot. But when you have no tissue on top of that, it's not that much. I mean, people are like, oh my God, you had how much? And I'm like, well, my expanders had been filled to like 950, and I think my actual implants were like 800. But it doesn't look like that because you have no tissue. Anyways. So I kind of need to get off my pity party bandwagon and eat better. I mean, this past Saturday, I ate an entire taco from one of my favorite Mexican restaurants, and I'm talking the soft tortilla, deep fried taco. Oh, I got dumping after it. I was sick, sweating, did not feel good, but I ate that damn thing. I've had a couple of like little Hostess donuts, which, you know, not good either. So I just kind of need to stop doing that. One really big NSV that I did have was the last Saturday before I had surgery, the day of my mother-in-law's birthday party. I went sledding with my family, which I would have never been able to do before, because I've never have climbed up the hill. Oh my God, I would have been like dying. One time, I would have made it up the hill once, and I would not have gone back up again. We went up 4 or 5 times, and by then, my son was cold. It was blustery out that day. My son was freezing, so we called it a day. But 4 or 5 times, I mean, we had a blast. I mean, I was screaming bloody murder coming down the hill, so we had a good time. So that I was glad I could do that before I had surgery, because now I'm not going to be able to do anything for 6 weeks. I can't pick up anything. I can't lift my arms above my head for at least 3 weeks, or above my shoulders for 3 weeks. Yeah, it is what it is. But so I've had that, and then unfortunately, I know most of you who watch my channel know that I had the lymph node taken out of my neck on New Year's Eve. And I mean, we already knew it was cancer, because we had, I mean, it showed up on the PET scan or whatever. They were just, they wanted to remove it to do it's a chemosensitivity test, which is kind of controversial, but since I seem to be getting sensitive to chemo, or at least the chemo I had been on, and I'm having such bad side effects with the neuropathy and my feet, it's getting worse. Oh yeah, oh God, I keep jumping all over the place because I've made this video so many times. I fell down the stairs the other night, 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and what was I going downstairs to get? Oh, my Kindle. I forgot my Kindle down in our living room, so I went downstairs to get my Kindle, and I fell downstairs. Like, of course, you know, your instant reaction is to grab the hand railing, which, you know, I had my hand on the hand railing, but, you know, you want to grab on and hold on. Well, as soon as I did that, it yanked my incisions, and I let go, and I just fell. I just put myself, I mean, I only fell like, I mean, we have like 17 stairs to get from downstairs to upstairs, and I probably fell down maybe 5, you know, before I, you know, finally got myself to stop. But so I was kind of sore from that. And then I've also had 3, I'm having a bad reaction, or not, my stomach's not handling the antibiotics they have me on very well. You're supposed to eat with them, and it doesn't seem to like shakes or yogurt. And so I've been doing a lot of saltine crackers. That seems to be about one of the only things that's helping me get these stupid antibiotics down. And I have to stay on the antibiotics until at least until the drain tubes are removed. She might keep me on them another week after the drain tubes are out. So I might talk to her about a different antibiotic, because this is just not cutting it for me. But anyway, so this lymph node that they had taken out, we're going to do the chemosensitivity test. Well, you know, finally insurance came and denied it, because they considered a not necessary genetic test. Because basically what they do is they take, you know, different slices of your tumor, and they attach different chemos to it and see which one you best react to. So at my oncology office yesterday, they called the company, and they are willing to do the testing for me at cost, which is like $550. So I didn't think that was too bad. But that's going to give me another week off of chemo, because he didn't want to give. He's like, well, clearly it's not working. If I've got another lump, actually, I didn't say that. I have another lump in my neck. It's right there. So clearly chemo's not working. I've got another lump or another node. So, and I agree, it just freaks me out to not do chemo when this shit's running around my body, wreaking havoc. Who knows where it's landing? So we're going to wait. They say the test can take 7 to 14 days. They're hoping we'll have it back by next Monday, so we can do a treatment on Tuesday of something, whatever it comes back with. So I'm just asking. I don't have a big following out there, but I know some of my subscribers do have big followings, and I'm wondering if we could maybe ask for some prayers and good thoughts for me, that this sensitivity test comes back with some miracle, and we get treatment going and everything goes away, because I'm really sick of being, I mean, I've been on some form of treatment almost 2 years nonstop. This June 3rd, it will be 2 years nonstop. So, June 4th, excuse me. So, anyways, that's that. But if I could just ask for everybody maybe to pass along in your groups or, you know, in the weight loss surgery community, just to say good thoughts or prayers that we can get this under control and get it to stop growing so it doesn't end up in an organ somewhere or somewhere that we don't want it to be. That would be great. So anyways, I hopefully will come back at you next Wednesday and my weight at least will be down to what I was when I went in for surgery at 185. I'd love to be back down to 182, but I'm not going to push it. And I hope to have good news from the oncology office that we have this test, because if it has to go another week, that's going to be like a month off chemo, and I'm totally stressed. Or I've got major anxiety about it. So anyways, just keep this in good thoughts and prayers is all I ask, and I will try my hardest to come back next Wednesday and do a weekly update instead of waiting 2.5 weeks to do an update. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate all the support and the new subscribers that I do have. I think I'm a little over 100 now. Anyways, thanks everybody, and have a great week.